Welcome. I hope you are all well. Why it is important to ground? It's very important to ground because we are antennas. We are energy beings. This is proof, science, and at the same time, in a more spiritual, holistic way, it's proof. You can feel it, you know it, and energy is being transferred from you to the field that's all around you. So this is in front of my humble house. And normally, when I water the plants and stuff like that, I will just try to at least a few minutes connect to earth and actually physically do it when I can. If don't, I just visualize it and then I said, please, Mr. Tree, I asked the king of the Plandumkin to ground me, and actually that works. If I don't ground, I am going to feel out of the place. Sometimes I can't remember things. Sometimes I feel as if I am high, kind of like in the vibe, like I am, because astrally, we anchor parts of ourselves in other dimensions, in other places. Perhaps we're healing, perhaps for guidance, because we're clearing the timeline or anything. And grounding is a way to bring all of your life back to you and unify it in a way that Gaia, it's the filter for us to have the perfect frequency. That is the energy that in us represent our divine feminine that expand, and the vibration that is our divine masculine, that is what goes high, 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 to have the perfect alchemy of love. And when we do that, life feels good. You're able to ground whatever upgrades are coming, and at the same time, we don't go with different frequency that the one that is around you, and going through life in the most natural, organic way feels good. And at the end, this is the ultimate goal for being spiritual, right? Beyond knowing if you are Arcturian or Pleiadian or Starseed, or being your mindfulness, being here and now is all that it is, because it's all different bells of illusion. So when we ground, because we are in this illusion, it's like talking to your CEO or the one who is in charge of the place that you work, because this is like workplace. When you go to work, that is not your home, that is your work. And then you have things that you have to do on responsibility, and then you hang out with certain people, whether you like it or not. Hopefully, you all like the work if you have. But maybe be that your work is to be in your home as a mom, or maybe you have a work like me that I adore, and I think I feel blessed because I have the best work ever. But I have had works that I hated, that I didn't like it before. So when you ground, Gaia is our workplace. She hired us, right? So she is the one who from her imagination creates, if we're gonna have a hurricane, if that's gonna be an earthquake or a war or any scenario, for whatever, we are all uniquely as fragmented in reality, we're all a whole, but that's just the best way to understand it. Have our own unique single goals to express our mission and purpose, and then we have collective purposes that we all agree and sign up. For example, COVID is a collective agreement. Vaccines, whatever you like them or not, it's a collective agreement too. So anything that happened here, it's an agreement. When we don't ground, we have no idea what's going on in your place of work. And it's like, if this is a metaphor for work, then people will say, how is work doing? And then you said, I have no idea. I don't talk with anyone because I don't want to know anything about them, just me. But because we don't know what's going on around, and this is not about watching the news or speaking to people, but in the same way, having good and healthy relationships with the ones that are surrounding you is a sign of balance, because we are able to ground and anchor the higher frequency from your starseed lineage, from your angelic lineage, and then emanating that, helping everyone else to awaken in its own unique way. So grounding it is filtering that information we have from your Pleiadian self, from your Arcturian self, into a form that will serve the highest and best here. And when that happened, my God, when that happened, then you're able to clearly see your purpose, your mission, where you are going, what you need to do. And then Gaia co-creates with you, making things easier. Okay, baby boy. Yes. Making things easier. Life may not go easier because it's meant to be challenging here. It's like a school, like a work. You are paid for something you have to do, and this is an agreement that we sign up before born, and then we can continuously change that according to our own will and the will from our soul and higher self, and all combined together. But when you ground, actually, if you have any pain, you put your hands on earth will actually just bring what you need. We are like plants that we are used to eat food, but at some point, the lighter you go, the less food you need, because you're able to feel from the sun and feed from the air and for all that is surrounding you. And when that happens, that I have that for short periods, especially when I channel, if I'm hungry and then I go into channel for an hour and a half, for that hour and a half, I'm not hungry at all. It just all stops. I'm kind of like in a pause that feels infinite, and everything within that channel feels good. After I channel, because I disconnected from the source that I'm feeding from love, I'm gonna be hungry. I'm gonna say, oh my God, I'm hungry again. Thirsty, however, I'm gonna be drinking a lot of tea, a lot of water, because the higher frequency I go, the more water I need, the more liquid, and food, it will change depending on where I am. Sometimes food will ground me, sometimes I'm not feel like hungry at all. So no, listen to your body. Sleeping is a way to ground. Drinking water is a way to ground. Being in your body is grounding. Touching your heart, touching your palms, your fingers, breathing. Hearing the noises, and then selecting which ones you would like to hear. I can hear my neighbors, but I can also hear the birds. So maybe I can say, oh, I'm just going to focus on the birds. And this is like going to a restaurant, having a menu. You go to a restaurant and then you observe what will be your choice. We don't take everything, because when we take everything, maybe we'll have stomach ache. We choose, okay, I want to have this and this and this, and maybe the next time I can try this and this and this. So make your choice in how you want to ground your life. Oh my God, I have an airplane. I live close to the airport and to the air base, military base. Yes, it's part of being an outdoor. So how you can ground your light, you can do meditation, as I said before, food, water, being in your body, doing exercise, at the same time eating things like mushrooms or potatoes or beets or carrots, sweet potatoes, things that grow under earth will ground you. The people that smoke like tobacco, maybe plant medicine, that grounds you too. Coffee will ground you, tea will ground you. It doesn't matter if that has caffeine or not. It will depend on what you feel drawn to do. At the same time, sleep, rest, being present in the shield. But the best thing is just to connect with nature itself, and then just ask, like, dear tree, can I connect with you? Maybe we all know, and if you don't know how beautiful it feels to hug a tree, please go ahead and do that, especially if you are upset, if you had a fight, if you feel drained. If you put everything into a tree, it just all go down and you feel instant healing. In other ways, we can anchor our light. It is by allowing yourself to be present with what you think and with what you feel. Because it represents that we are aware of everything that's going on within me. And at the same time, taking a couple seconds during your day while you are driving, when you talk to people, to notice where you are in relationship with everyone else and how they are reacting to you and how everything it is going on. A good thing to practice that is in a car, because a lot of people is going to be there and you will be able to observe. And just by observing how things are going on, it will ground us into a timeline. I could get upset and said, I'm doing a live, dog, so shut up. But I choose to go with it and go with the flow. Okay, this is my beautiful cat. She's saying hi. Say hi, Nana. And improvise your life in a way that you do it from your center, from the best aspect of you. It will give you the tools for you to find balance no matter where you are. And this is another way that you can ground. I do have a couple of grounding meditations that you could use. Meditations is the easiest way to ground if you cannot be in contact with nature. So I will suggest that you all go ahead and do that. Please leave in me any questions, any comments. I'm gonna leave the video as it is because I asked to go as it was meant to be. And if it was meant to be with the noises and the sounds, then so be it. And I did this video without preparing myself. Normally I'll put some makeup on it, but I wanted to be as transparent as I can because that is organic spirituality. Showing up for life in all that you are, embracing all aspects of you is at the same time grounding your life. It's grounding how you are, no matter what's happening, and finding the best that you can get from every and each moment. I wish you find this information valuable. Please go ahead and type whatever other theme or question you have. I will keep doing these videos. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. And I do hope you all ground your light in whatever way is easy and simple. Many blessings.